Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 3, I believe? Part 4? I think this is part 4. So, you guys saw I got the radiator on already, or the radiator support. And now I'm gonna attach the radiator. But first I gotta attach the AC condenser first. And then once I attach that, then I'll put on the radiator and then do whatever I have to do. But yeah, first things first though, before I do any of that, I'm gonna put some seam sealer on pretty much the corners, like around in this area, just so that moisture doesn't get down there, and moisture doesn't come up since the wheel's right there. But yeah, luckily I have another 4Runner because, you know, shout out to my uncle because he told this to me, but I should have listened. But I also needed to know what parts I needed to get. Was he said to not take it apart unless you have the parts ready, because then you'll forget. And I kind of forgot, but I have another 4Runner to kind of go over by and see what else, or see how I'm supposed to put everything back together. So yeah, let's get this started, and then hopefully we can get her started today. So let's do this. Sorry for the switch up. I had to use the GoPro because my hands are about to get dirty and I don't want to get my new camera dirty, or the nicer camera dirty. So the seam sealers are good to go, and now I'm gonna put on my radiator, or my AC condenser. So this is it right here, and let's put her on. Figure out where the bolts went, and I had to move it a little bit because it was hitting this part right here, this part of the radiator support. So I had to push it back and move a couple bolts, but bam, there she is. So now what I'm doing is getting all of these little bearing or plugs for the nuts, for the bolts, and I'm just transferring it on this side, and then putting this in there. Let's do this. Alright guys, radio is bolted on. Boom. I still gotta put this little thing for the fan, and then put the hose back on, and then we'll put some coolant in, and then we'll start her up and see if she purrs. I just want to say sorry that I've been, you know, cutting in and out, but I've just been trying to find bolts, because there's bolts there, there's bolts there, there were bolts here, there were bolts up there. So I've just been trying to find whichever one goes where. So but yeah, this one I'll definitely show you guys where to put this one back. And besides, there's a lot of videos on YouTube on taking out radiators for the 4th generation 4Runners. So here's what it is. But anyways, pretty happy with that. Boom, she's on. So now the next thing I gotta do is get the hoses and put them on. I got one, and now I gotta put the one in the bottom. So I'll just show you guys the finished results. Alright guys, so I got everything on. I got all the hoses on. While I'm telling you guys, this is my double check, maybe triple check. I got this one on, the bottom one on, the lower hose, the very bottom one, and then I got the external one, the upper radiator hose. Everything's good to go. Everything's bolted on. Everything's good. AC condenser's good in here too. So yeah, now what I gotta do is I gotta add on about 2 gallons of radiator fluid, and then from there I turn it on and see if the temperature rises, and check if the upper and lower hose gets warm once the thermostat opens up. And then if she is, then now we just gotta wait for the body parts, and well, like the hood, that fender. I already have the grill over there, and I already have the headlights, so yeah, just the main parts, and then she should be running within maybe this week, maybe next week if the parts aren't here by then. But it's a crazy project. Let's turn it on. Alright, ladies and gents. Oh, that's good. Let me pause this so I don't have any copyright stuff. Moment of truth. Here it goes. I just put some coolant on there. Hoses are tight. Bolting pretty well. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. She's alive! Oh, I missed your sound. Now check engine light. So now what I gotta do is check the temperature. Make sure the temperature goes up and it doesn't go too high. And then, yeah, let it run for about 5 minutes. And then we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, you guys don't understand how happy I am right now. I'm hyped. She's working. I already checked the temperature and it was staying in the middle, but I'm going to wait until this thing cools down a little bit more, because now the coolant is actually, yep, that's hot. Yeah, so now this is pretty much done. The rest of this rebuild is going to be just putting stuff back together, and I'm waiting until parts come back. So we'll see you guys in the next video, and the next one is going to be working on that guy right there. Well, not guy, her, the new one. I still haven't figured out a name for her, so I gotta figure it out. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.